Welcome to the Dev Banner. This is Eric Smith. Today's lesson is Should I Learn Go? Well, let's go over some of the languages I've learned in the past and how I compare it with Go. And you're looking at my LinkedIn profile here and my resume. I've been programming for 23 years now. And I've done all the C's. I've done C and C++, done Objective-C. I've done Delphi. I've done C#. Actively still do SQL, which is a complementary language. Did Ruby at a company. And at that same company, I actually started using Go around 2014. So I've been around Go for quite a bit and really like the language. So Go history. Where was Go created? It was created at Google, and it was created by these three gentlemen right here, with Rob Pike. And why is that? Why are those guys important? Well, Rob was, he's been around for a while, and he's worked on JavaScript engine. Rob Pike worked at Bell Labs, along with Ken Thompson. Ken Thompson created the B programming language, which is the predecessor to the C programming language. So these guys knew what they're doing. And why did they do it? Well, they had a strong dislike for C++, and so they wanted to create a language that would be complementary to what they were seeing was going to be happening, and which is the cloud-based computing and cloud-based servers. And so they came up with Go, and it came out 2009, and I think it's been growing ever since. So what are some of the features in Go? Well, I want to start off by saying that if you can compare the keywords that a language requires or allows the programmer not to use, and then it's kind of complexity. And as you can see, that C and C++ and C# have quite a bit compared to Go. And even these other languages. So for me, it just feels like it's much simpler rules that you have to follow. The ecosystem within Go and what these gentlemen at Google wanted to give was a better, simpler ecosystem. And so, they have their standard library, and the standard library contains, pretty much everything you need as building blocks to help you build your programming. And there's plenty of other libraries and things that other people thought of, like, hey, this would be great. And it's most of them are packaged within Go and in the ecosystem, and even at least the docs. But most of the times you get them from GitHub. But they have some really great tooling. So if I come over here to a terminal, and if I go up and I just do, let's see, you don't see that? There you go. And once you install Go, there's a lot of commands that are built within the Go program. So I'm just going to do help and expand this out a little bit for you guys. And you'll see that there's a lot of different commands. Your build and your run, just to build and compile and run the program. It has a great testing tool package, pretty extensive. Mod is their library package package manager, and it's not, there's no third party. It's really great. They have a formatter that helps format your source code so that all the code is consistent to kind of what they pre-describe as how Go should be formatted for usability and for users to just read it and look at it and ingest the code as you go and read maybe somebody else's code. Also, a couple other good things about Go is the compile and the speed that it compiles. And I've compiled a few C++ programs in my life, and they were brutally slow compared to what Go gives you. And what's another great feature is when you compile, you can actually change which OS, which architecture you want to compile on. So if you're on a Windows box and you want to compile a Linux ARM64, you can do that. There's no need to go to that particular architecture and OS to do that. So cross-compiling is a pretty neat feature. Some of the other great things that the Go ecosystem gives you is a couple of great websites. One of them is this Tour of Go. Will teach you the basics of and let you try it out with things. Also, there's this playground which I sometimes use as like proof of concepts of just writing something out really quick and then running it through their services, and it's a great little tool. So above and beyond the ecosystem stuff, what will Go give you from a career standpoint? So let's look at Stack Overflow did a survey. Go is doing okay. It goes up a little bit from professional developers, and but this other website, this IEEE, had Go is probably like number 11, I think, number 11 or 12, but it's trending a little bit higher, meaning that I think more and more jobs and more companies are looking at Go as a programming solution for their tech stack. And I've seen that. As I said, I've been doing Go for about 8 years now, 7-8 years, and I have not been short on finding Go programming jobs. Now, I must admit that there's a lot more C# and even C++ and a lot of Java and a lot of front end. But if you're really interested in back end development, Go is an upcoming great language. It's simple to use and great ecosystem, and it just works. You install Go, you set a global environment, and it's there for you as you perform and as you work and it's just a good performing programming language. So with that, I do have a tutorial I'm building. I'm going to walk you through building an actual program, and it not only teaches you Go, but some programming, software engineering principles and stuff like that. So come join me there, and I will see you next time. Please subscribe to the channel and make sure notifications are turned on.